back, everyone. I have with me, I'm excited about bringing on my next guest because if you interested in going on vacations, if you like vacationing, I am excited about bringing on my next guest, who is Newell Rackster, if I'm saying it correctly, and he is the owner of Mister's Vacations. And I have to tell you, I've talked to him about the possibility of me going on one, and I can't wait because he specializes in things that a lot of other people don't. Welcome back to the show. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do that's so different than anyone else.
Well, what I run is a company called Mister's Vacations. It's associated with one of the largest cruise line resellers in the world, so I can get you deals that are not available anywhere else. Also represent Sandals, beaches, and a number of other resorts and other destinations, including Disney. So I can put a trip together for you, take care of all the headaches, and I get paid by the resorts or the destination, so you don't have to pay me, they pay me.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, I don't understand why when someone would want to try and do it on their own. When I tried to, I was sort of looking at things, and I called you up and I told you, I said, hey, you know what? I'm thinking about maybe doing something. Why don't people... Why do they try and do it on their own?
Well, mostly people just think it's easier and cheaper to do it themselves, because when you look at it, you'll look at your target or your focus item, but then you don't realize all the pieces that aren't being attended to until you're on the trip and you see somebody else doing something and go, oh, we should have done that. But you can't, because you didn't book it ahead of time.
And because you don't know. And what you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to talk about some fun things here because, vacationing's fun. 7-night Caribbean cruise for 2. That is a contest that you've got going on. Tell them what it is.
It's
I'm going to go crazy.
It's a cruise that everybody can enter. Go to www.mistersvacations.com, and you have a chance to win a 7-night Caribbean cruise for 2 in a balcony cabin, so it's not the cheap stuff, on the MSC Seaside or the MSC Harmonia. And everything's included. That's included in the cruise. You get the full cruise.
You get the full cruise. 7-night Caribbean cruise for 2 in a balcony cabin on either the MSC Seaside or the MSC, what is that?
Harmonia.
Harmonia. What are those two? Tell them what they are.
Those are 2 of the MSC's largest ships that work in the Caribbean.
Okay, let me ask you something. I know you want them to go here, right? To mistersvacations.com, and they get entered?
Correct.
Can they call me and I enter them in?
If they want to. If you call in, we need all your information, not just your phone number, to be able to get you entered. So if all you leave is the phone number, we're going to have to call you back and get the rest.
I'll get the rest from them. I'll take care of that.
Okay?
Because we only have time to maybe get their numbers. But we're going to say you get a choice. You can either call in here, or you can do both. Call in here and get entered in to win. It's a 7-night Caribbean cruise for 2 in a balcony cabin on either the MSC Seaside or the MSC Harmonia. And you can go to mistersvacations.com. You can go in there and you can all you have to do is get entered in to win, correct?
Correct.
And then also you can call me at 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-11. I'll enter you guys in. That'll be a lot of fun. Okay? Now, let me ask you something. You've got this thing going on here that you got a lot going on, which is on May 8th, you're doing a seminar.
Well, we call it a Caribbean night.
What is it?
Well, what I do is I bring in an expert. This time it's themed on the Caribbean, so I'm bringing in somebody who's an expert on resorts in the Caribbean. I'm bringing in Yvette Luna. She actually works for Sandals, so she's an expert knowing all the different Sandals resorts. There's more than 20 of them, and she'll come in and she'll do a full presentation. So not only will she show you all the different islands within the Caribbean that you can go to, but also explain to you the differences in the atmosphere, because there are island resorts that are partying every night, and there's island resorts that are nice and peaceful, and everything in between.
Now, that's going to be Wednesday, May 8th. That's 5:30. That's at Total Wine and More in Tempe.
The one in the IKEA Center.
Okay, near the IKEA Center. And the first 20 to arrive participate free in Blends Have More Fun. I like that. Blends Have More Fun. That's kind of cute, the way you did that.
What we did is we decided to put something fun in the front of the presentation. So we have a wine tasting. However, because of the space limitations, we only can let the first 20 people participate in the wine tasting.
Okay.
So 20 people get a wine tasting. Everybody can come for the presentation.
Now, is all of this information on your website?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so you can check them out. It's mistersvacations.com, and everyone's going to go up there and go get entered in to win. It's a 7-night Caribbean cruise for 2. Guys, I want to go in. I don't know about anybody else, but I want to get entered in to win, and that includes this. So it includes everything. Tell them what it's got there.
Well, the contest includes a balcony room, balcony cabin for 2 people, and all the normal inclusions within the MSC Cruise. MSC is actually the oldest cruise company that services the U.S., older than your Princesses and your Carnivals. They're not known because they're a European company. So it's a chance for MSC to show off their best, and that's why we're having the contest.
Well, you can go up on mistersvacations.com and you can enter there, or you can call in here. Call here and get entered in to win. It's a 7-night Caribbean cruise for 2, and I'll get you entered in get you the information that they need for them to enter you in. Our number here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. And let me tell you, Newell is terrific. Newell, you specialize in, right now we're talking about these cruises. These are wonderful, but also in Disney cruises.
Well, I do the Disney cruise, but I also do Disneyland trips. Disneyland, Disney World, Paris Disney, Tokyo Disney, Hong Kong Disney, whichever one you want to go to, I'll work out the packages for you.
And he specializes in them. And when I was talking to someone not too long ago, and I mentioned that you do that, and they said, I love Disney cruises. What's so great about them?
Well, a Disney cruise is different than any other cruise line. It's been Disneyfied. The entertainment is at a different level than all the other cruises. It's the only cruise line where everybody on the ship is considered a cast member. They want you to have that total Disney experience while you're on the cruise.
It's a ton of fun. Now, you can go ahead and you can contact him direct. His phone number is 480-935-6525. You can get entered into win. Right now, we're going to have really a lot of fun. 7-night Caribbean cruise for 2, and it is in the balcony cabin on either the MSC Seaside or the MSC Harmonia, and the number to call here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. I'll get you entered in to win, or you can go to Mister's Vacations with an S. So it's Mister's Vacations with an S. Go up there and get entered in to win. It's a 7-night Caribbean cruise for 2. Who doesn't want to go? I'm in.
Well, you should be in, because you need to take your carols on a trip.
Well, we're going to talk about that in a minute, but I want to ask you this, the exclusive offers. What is this Celebrity Cruise Lines that you're talking about here?
I've got a couple of exclusive offers that I wanted to mention today. Part of the advantages of being with this buying group that I can pass on to you are things like free prepaid gratuities. Right now, Celebrity Cruise Lines and Princess Cruise Lines are offering free prepaid gratuities for the first 2 guests. But that's only available through my agency. If you go to the website and book it, you're not going to get it. You've got to go through my agency.
Well, let me tell you something. There's nothing like working with someone like Newell. You're not paying for his services. His services get paid by the people when you book the cruise. The cruise line is paying you.
Right.
And so it makes sense for you to do it. He knows all of the different things that you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing. He gets you deals that you can't get anywhere else. If you like Disney cruises, he specializes in Disney. But right now, we've got everyone entered in a 7-night Caribbean cruise for 2. Go ahead. What do you want to say?
Enter now.
Enter now. So give us a call here at 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Call me. Tell me that you want to get entered in to win on the 7-night Caribbean cruise for 2. And I'll tell you what, I'll help you get entered in to win. You can also go to mistersvacations.com and get entered in there too as well. Welcome back, everyone. Well, we're having a lot of fun here in the studio with lots of things. And right now, we've got everyone getting entered in to win a 7-night Caribbean cruise for 2. And this is on, it's a 7-night Caribbean cruise for 2 in a balcony cabin on either the MSC Seaside or the MSC Harmonia. Tell everybody about, it might be tuning in now, that didn't hear what those two are.
They're 2 of the MSC's largest ships. They're nice new ships, and they're the MSC ships that are in the Caribbean. So you're going to get a high-end, high-quality vacation.
And you're getting entered in to win free. This is a 7-night Caribbean cruise for 2. So our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. And everyone's calling in, get entered in to win. I'll do it for you. I'll make sure that you get entered in to win. You can also go to mistersvacations.com and enter yourself in as well. And so you can check them out. Now, don't forget that on Wednesday night, May 8th at 5:30 at Total Wine and More in Tempe, right near the IKEA Center, they're having a wine tasting followed by a guest speaker. That's Yvette Luna, who's a sandals resort. She's an expert, and she's going to be talking a little bit about the beauty and the variety of the atmosphere that's available in the Caribbean. Well,
yep.
Let me ask you something. Can you answer that right now? You're entering everybody in to win a Caribbean cruise. Can you tell everybody out there what's so fabulous about it?
The Caribbean is the right temperature all the time, gentle breezes most of the time, and absolutely gorgeous all the time.
And it's a fun place to go. If you've never been, you got to check it out. Get entered in to win. Call me here. 7-night Caribbean cruise for 2. 602-277-5369. Okay, I want to talk to you about me.
Okay.
Okay, and so I want everybody to know that I had mentioned earlier that I had talked to you about going on a cruise. I've not been away in 12 years since I started doing this show.
Yeah.
Because who can do it but me, right? But I am planning on saying I want to take a trip. I want to do something special, and I'm going to do it through you, right? And I'm going to say, okay, what, I asked you certain questions, right?
Yeah.
And one of them was, which I really appreciated, first of all, that you told me some ideas, because I had no idea. I've been away for 12 years, so I have no idea what's out there, and you helped me with that. Go ahead.
Well, we talked about things that were on your wish list and on your kids' bucket list, and we came up with the idea of Hawaii. Hawaii can be a very interesting place, but people forget that it's more than one island. Now, way back when on my honeymoon, I took my wife to Hawaii, and we went to 3 islands, but I had to build that trip because most people, when they go, they'll go to one island and only experience what that one island has to offer. What I suggested to you was to take a cruise around the islands where you fly to Honolulu. The next day you get on the Pride of America, which is run by the Norwegian Cruise Lines. It was fully renovated only 3 years ago, so it's like a brand new ship. It's the only cruise ship that has a U.S. flag as its sailing flag. You get on in Honolulu, and then you visit 3 other islands. 4 islands total. You have 8 days where you visit 4 islands, 5 ports, yet that whole time you only unpack and pack once.
Nice.
So you get all the different aspects. Within that trip, you have a chance to see the volcano activity. You have a chance to go to Diamond Head. You have a chance to do all the gots-to-dos in Hawaii. But if you'd done it at a land trip, you'd be taking flights or ship shuttles between the islands to get everything in.
When should I go?
Well, you had suggested when the kids were off, which brings us to an interesting point because we came up with a date that would work, but if you moved yourself 1 week earlier, you get more stuff for less money.
Okay, so timing is important.
It can be very important, but in your case, you have one of your kids has an obligation, that becomes impractical.
So wait, let's talk about that. I asked you today, and because that was one of the reasons why I was, holding myself back about even doing anything, which is, if I wanted to do something and my daughter, let's say, got her dream job that she's looking for right now, okay?
Yeah.
And she got that. Should I wait till I see if she gets that, or is it okay for me to book something? What do you do in that case?
General rule of thumb in the vacation industry is you never want to wait. You always want to book as early as you can, but pay attention to your cancellation rules. Right now, we have specials going on that some of the better specials that you're getting offered right now will not be available after Friday. But for your deposit money, you can hold that. Those specials are locked in and they're yours. Now, Norwegian Cruise Lines, the thing to have in mind is 120 days. Because if you're more than 120 days from your sailing date, you have no penalty to cancel or change.
Okay, so that was something that's 120 days. We have to figure that out.
Yeah, that's about 4 months.
Okay, that's not that bad.
So that lets you lock in the specials that are now. The sailing date that we looked at, some of the cabin types are already sold out. So you got to lock in what you want, or it's just not going to be available later on. And you can cancel out. Now, if it ends up only being that the one daughter doesn't go, then you're only dealing with cancellation fees on her. But you have that window. You got, okay, we're at 121 days. Is something going to happen? And that at that point, you decide what the money choice is that's right for you.
Okay. Now, you could check him out. Now, let me tell you about him is that it doesn't cost any money for you to work with him. He helps you because he's an expert in these areas. And what's great about Newell is that, he gets paid by the cruise lines. And he specializes in Disney, but all of the different cruises you're specialized in. Right now, we've got everybody entered in to win a 7-night Caribbean cruise for 2, and that includes for 2 a balcony cabin on either the MSCC side or the MSC Armonia, and our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. When does this go? When does this 7-night cruise go? We didn't tell them that.
The date is not fixed.
It's not fixed, so it doesn't matter. Okay, go ahead.
So, and that's why you see 2 different ships listed, is because at the time of the awarding, you get to pick your cruise date that works for you.
Oh, great. So you get to pick the date when you go. Our number here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. You can also go on mistersvacations.com and you can enter there. But if you call in here, I'll do it for you. Our number here, 602-277-5369. I want to talk about Hawaii, okay? Because you were saying there's a bunch of things that you can do. Afternoon cruising past the Nepali coast. What's that all about?
Well, as part of that 7-night cruise, you're going to visit 4 islands. Well, you're also going to cruise past the Nepali coast. So that's an area that you don't normally get to see as a tourist, because you've got to take a ship and go out and see the coastline. Well, you're already on a ship, so they make that part of the cruise.
What else comes with it? Let's talk about the specialty dining and all that kind of stuff.
Well, the package that you've got right now comes with the Free at Sea, which, based on the cabin you pick, you get up to 5 things included at no extra charge. One thing would be a beverage package. On most cruise ships, you have to pay for sodas, water, everything. You get one free. You get one package, which includes all
drinks,
you want.
all the drinks you need.
You get your choice of specialty dining upgrade. Yes, there is dining included, but then they have the nicer stuff that costs a little bit extra. Well, you can get that free.
Okay.
You get shore excursions. Now, you got 5 different ports. You get $50 per port towards shore excursions. So that'd be $250 if you chose that one.
What else?
Wi-Fi. Everybody wants Wi-Fi so they can send home all those pictures before they actually get back.
Anything else that they get?
You can get your third and fourth guests in the same room free.
I'll tell you what, guys, it sounds like a lot of fun, and I can't wait. So we've got everyone that's entered in to win 7-night Caribbean cruise. This is for 2. That is, it's also got the balcony cabin that you're going to get on either the MSC, the Seaside, or the MSC Armonia. We've got our lines open here for everyone to keep on calling in. I'm going to let everyone call for the next 10 minutes. Our number here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. I'll enter you in. All you have to do is call me and tell me you want it. Also, you can go up on their website. It's mistersvacations.com, and you can enter yourself. Don't forget that on May 8th, starting at 5:30, he's going to be at the Total Wine and More. All the information's on his website. It is mistersvacations.com.